All right, let's get the show started. For the draft here, the series was already played, so I know the outcome. Some of you who cheated and looked in the past will know the outcome, but I will not tell you. So we'll cast like I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and get in the draft for game one. This is Team BW versus Team CR. Starting out here, Caitlin first pick. I like it. I love me some Caitlin. True. I haven't. My mic is cooked. Is it really? Hold on. Okay. How about now? Is that any better? Sometimes it just needs to be turned off and on again. Let me know if it's... All right, cool. All right, here we go. Excellent. Back to normal. Caitlin first pick. Love it. Xin Zhao Thresh. CC heavy team already for CR. Okay. Swani Braum. Following up in response. Lots of CC for both these teams already. Another Kog'Maw lock-in for Team CR. I like it. See these two tanks? You pick the Kog'Maw. Boom. Smart. I didn't even look at the bans. Pretty typical bans. Urgot, Lord Wrath. Yorick, Lord Wrath. Malzahar for WAPs. Makes sense. And then two top lane bans. And then over here, Twitch ban for Team CR. Spicy. Victor Olaf. Okay. Brilliant Soul Karma. Lots of kind of bans all around on this team. Alright. Fair enough. It's so hard to commentate on bans when they're already done, but that's okay. Second round. Mel. Mel fell all the way this far. Should tell you how much she's been nerfed that she not only didn't get banned, she fell to 4th pick. But okay. And then Cho'Gath and Set really doubling down on the big beefy boy team for Team CR here. Like it. Very, very tanky team with a Kog'Maw behind it. That's gonna be tough to play against. So I like it. And then final pick Sion. I don't like the Sion against the Kog'Maw, knowing that it's a Kog'Maw, but I guess if you stack enough MR, it might be fine. Yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and hop into it. Nice part about doing postcast, you don't have to wait for loading times and stuff. So, just to pause the music. Hop into the game here. And here we... Oh, let me change this so you guys can actually see it. There we go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we'll go ahead and get going.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Lots of pinging on the Cho'Gath. Lots of pinging on the Cho'Gath.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
All right. Neither team really wants to invade level 1. It's kind of a strange... This is more of like a solo queue style invade defense by Team BW here. Also, I just realized Lord Wrath is not their top laner. He's their jungler. That's right. He's their jungler this season, isn't he? So I don't know if they needed to ban Urgot, really, but... okay.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like junglers are going to be starting on opposite sides. Although Sejuani is... I don't know what Sejuani's doing. There's nothing here. Just go farm your camp. Does Mel have percentage HP damage on her kit? I actually don't know. Okay. Trying to look at Mel. Thank you. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so HP stacking could be good against Mel, although she'll probably build a Liandry's to make it not quite as good, but I get the impression that tanks are kind of pretty good against Mel, so based on my experience seeing it. So far, lots of moving pieces for Team BW. I think they're all playing different roles than they did last season, if I remember correctly. I remember them saying that's what they're planning to do. So we'll go ahead and let the directed camera take over for now. How's the game sound, by the way? Sounds good to me, but, you know, I'm listening with the headset, so it's a little hard to tell how good all the audio balancing is. I assume it's fine. Also, to those of you who don't know, I am on a team with Trevor and Mpex and Really Bad Zed and somebody else you guys don't know, not from Beer League, but we have a team in another league. We are in a match tonight in the Aegis Esports League. I will leave a link to that in the league chat Discord if you guys want to see it. But see some of League's finest players, or some of Beer League's finest players, see how we do against another league. Could be fun to watch. Fair warning, our team has not done very well this season, so but just letting you know. Oh, gank coming off here in the mid lane. Should be fine though. I don't know why it doesn't want to see this gank. He will be fine though. No summons necessary. Ooh. Actually, I lied. He is not fine. He stuck around too long, and the Zen went right back in, and he got the win. Ooh, and then a bit of an invade over here by the Sejuani, but he gets cut off and killed. So that's going to be another kill over for Team CR. Yes, Team CR is red team in this game. Okay. I'm somewhat familiar with a lot of these players, but a lot of them are in weird places that I'm not used to, and that's kind of confusing me. So far, other than those two early plays around mid lane, not really a lot has happened. Very even lanes all around. CS is all within just a few of each other. Looks like Lord Wrath is actually sneaking into the Dragon Pit here. Ooh! I spoke too soon. Cho'Gath has a snack, and Mel's going to go down. I'm not sure if I don't think Cho'Gath has anything that Mel can reflect. That's probably a pretty good matchup for the Cho'Gath. Meanwhile, the rest of Team B-Dib is going to go ahead and move in. That's going to be first dragon for them, but they are spotted out by the Zen. But if anything, he's the one in danger, and he's going to have to flash out over the wall. And now Cho'Gath's coming over, but everyone should just walk out of the situation, more or less. Ooh, actually, they might go for it. Nope. Okay. I'm noticing that Mel went for the Oblivion Orb first item, which is interesting. I guess there is a decent amount of healing on this this CR team, but I don't know if enough to justify going Oblivion Orb first item before even buying components, but okay. Bit of invade action going on here, and now EW is moving up to the grubs, and they're going to go ahead and get the first set of grubs as well. So far, they may be down 3 kills, but they've gotten both the objectives so far. On top of things. Oop, then a Sion ulti coming in from the side. Nice gank. Bit of a 3v3 break out here, but Sejuani's also coming in from the side. Meanwhile, Thresh is going to go down, and now the Sejuani's coming in from the back. They're going to be able to land some CC. Nice ulti on the Cho'Gath. They have to run, and he's going to go ahead and go down, but Xin Zhao's ult saving him for a long time, but in the end, he's going to end up going down as well, and during the chaos, Cho'Gath was able to actually slip out from the side. He's going to get away. I don't know how he managed that, but he will live. Well, okay, I might have spoken too soon. He is getting chased, but I don't know if they can actually secure this kill. We'll see. Nope, he's going to go ahead and live. All right. Meanwhile, a bit of cheese in the top lane by Mr. Hernandez teaches. Kind of catches that Sion on the side here. Is he going to be able to secure this kill? No, not quite. Sion just a little too tanky to burst down. And now he's going to take like 3 tower shots, and he's going to be pretty low. And he's just going to have to back now after that, I think. No Lord Wrath doing a nice cheeky invade here. He's going to steal this red buff. Eric29 has no idea. Now he knows, and he's big mad about it. So Cho'Gath going for the trendy move speed Cho'Gath build. That's all the rage right now. Symbiotic Souls going for the what is the move speed up? Sherilda's? I think it's Sherilda's. The move speed support item is going for that first. And Eric29 going for his own invade in return, but he will be found here, although he does have a bit of advance warning. Ooh, he just used his E though, and Sejuani's going to go ahead and go in. A bit of a smite fight is going to break out over this. Unfortunately, they're having a bit of trouble for vision. Sejuani manages to secure it, and now he's going to have to bail. Probably should have hit that earlier so that Zhao couldn't escape. But in the end, he gets some cover from Cho'Gath. He's able to get out. Nope, doesn't secure the camp, but doesn't really cost him that much, just some time. No big deal. Gold neck and neck right now, about 200 gold lead for Team CR here, but that means literally nothing. That's not even enough for a rejuve bead. Or a, whatever the MR one is, I can't even remember the name of it. Fairy Charm, I think it's Fairy Charm. So far, it's looking like Caitlyn's going for Collector first, but I don't think I agree with against this very tanky CR team. But we'll see what happens. I guess you don't really have an anti-tank option on Caitlyn, but I guess you could go the, ooh, bit of a fight breaking out here while I'm talking. A lot of CC coming down. Braum's going to go down first. Xin Zhao is going deep, and meanwhile the two tanks are just diving each other's backline. And so far, Xin Zhao's getting a little bit better of the deal, and he's going to go ahead and take down Caitlyn, and now Sejuani's going to come back, but now she's kind of caught out. And she may be able to get another kill here. Ooh, and he in fact dodges the Kog'Maw ulti, but the final auto goes in and finishes her off. So there you go. Now to about 1.3k gold lead. Very well played by Xin Zhao there. You can't just let Xin Zhao dive your carry. You gotta peel back. And then CR's gonna go ahead and get their first dragon of the game. And then second grubs are up. They're going to try to go for that as well, I think. Yeah, Cho'Gath's moving over very fast because move speed. So I'm not sure how he has so much move speed with just Symbiotic Souls and Aether Wisp. I don't really get that. Maybe he has Water Walking? No? Okay. I don't really get that. Bit of a fight breaking out here. Chase CC going down on the Sejuani, and she's going to go ahead and go down. Nice collapse there by Team CR. They should be able to secure this second set of grubs for themselves. Although Xin Zhao's going deep, and he's going to go ahead and get the Mel underneath the tower, and now he's kind of stuck with the Scion. I think he's kind of cooked. He's got no HP. Yep, he's just... he's going to get Titanic Hydra actived and die instantly. So, a couple of shutdowns for Team BW. So even though they end up losing more guys than they gained, it's probably still a positive play for them. As Eric29 went a little crazy. Titanic Hydra first item on, ooh, bit of a play breaking out here. But I love talking about items, they love fighting him. Meanwhile, Caitlyn is getting Cho'Gath, and he should be able to get him. Yep, he is, and he's going to get munched, and that's going to be another kill for Cho'Gath. It's going to be more HP. Ooh, nice flash through the Scion ulti, although I'm not sure if you actually wanted to do that. Now the rest of Team CR is going to go in. Kind of collapse here. They're going in. A lot of a fight breaking out here. 3v3. They're kind of trying to fight over the grubs first, and now Zin's going to go in. He's going to start doing a lot of damage. And then I got the ADC for CR here. He's doing a lot of damage, but so is the ooh. Yeah, I mean this Scion is really big, so they can't afford to really be tanking him like that for that long. Plus a good amount of damage here from the Mel as well. BWO ends up securing one of the grubs as well, so that denied the Monster Slayer point for Team CR. Meanwhile, a bit of an engage going on here in the bot lane. Unfortunately, the Braum multi missed, so Cho'Gath should be just fine. He's going to go ahead and put on his wheelies and scoot on out of there because he is very fast. Obnoxiously fast, you might even say. It is called Shirellia. Oh, it's Shirellia's, that's what it's called, not Shirelda's. No, Shirelda's is the armor pen item. Shirellia's is the armor pen item. Moves me down. I don't know, whatever. Fights are happening. Scion gets solo killed by the set. Meanwhile, the Cho'Gath is kind of getting caught out here, but he's kind of just baiting for the Thresh. Is they going to be able to make this play work? No, he's going to go down. That's going to be a big shutdown over the Caitlyn. Now Thresh is kind of stuck here, 1v2. And he's probably going to go down here as well. There's no one here to save him. If they can land enough CC here, he should go down. Ooh, no, I think he might actually be able to go... Nope. Nope, he is... Oh, what? He is going to go down, but not... Ooh, okay, no. The Kog'Maw tries to rotate to help. He's not quite able to, and he ends up going down as well. Great play for Team BW. Got some big shutdowns, made up a lot of ground here. They're almost caught up. They've almost closed the goal deficit. That play, well played. More fighting going on the top lane, and Scion's going to get a solo kill return of his own. Damn, that, I mean, it feels weird to not go like Heartsteel, but this Titanic Hydra is actually kind of doing work. Okay, I respect it. Meanwhile, fight's breaking out here in the bottom. Let me back up, because whenever I talk about items, they start fighting. So maybe I should start doing that when the game's getting boring. You know, too much action. Bit of a fight breaking out here. They're going in on the Xin Zhao. He's going to try to turn it, but the rest of BW is here to help. Unfortunately, Caitlyn walks a little too close, gets jumped on by the Xin Zhao. And he's going to, ooh, the Flash W barely misses, and he's going to get peeled here. The Caitlyn's able to stay safe, but now Cho'Gath is here as well, and he is a big boy. And they just need to try to kite him out without losing anybody. And a nice thresh hook, but it's on the Braum. Unfortunately, that's not who you want to hook here. And now the two range carriers of BW are able to just fire away at these tanky frontliners. And now Xin Zhao tries to go in, but he's not able to finish up either. And now Cho'Gath's trying to finish up, but the same fate happens to him as well. A triple kill over to Caitlyn. That was an absolutely disastrous play. Team CR, they just kind of filed in one at a time, and they got kited masterfully by all the very low members of Team BW. Fantastically played to them. It's triple kill for Caitlyn, and now she is very fed. Yep, up to about 1.7k goal lead just for her. About 2,500 per team. CR looked really good starting this game, but this last 2 or 3 minutes have been all Team BW, and all on the Caitlyn, which is really not what you want to have happen. Meanwhile, we got the Braum split push, a classic. BW's going to go ahead and move in on this dragon. They're here early, but CR is closing in. Caitlyn needs to be careful. She cannot afford to get caught out here. Especially, you need to be careful of this Cho'Gath on the flank as well. And now they're going to have to bail. Ooh, and Caitlyn expertly dodges that Cho'Gath Q, but they do have to, unfortunately, kind of bail on the Sejuani. She is able to escape from the pit. And now, meanwhile, all that was happening, Cho'Gath does go down. Now the rest of BW is going to move in. And Braum is doing a hell of a job just tanking everybody here while Mel and Caitlyn lay down the damage. And Set ulti comes in from the side. Nice ulti on Caitlyn, but he's able to get away. And just poor Xin Zhao is just barely not getting all of these kills. Another huge play. 5-0 ace for BW plus the dragon. Wow, this game has really been turned on its head. My goodness. They've been what? They were down what, like 9 kills to 13, and then now they've gotten 11 uncontested kills by the skin of their teeth. And that is the downside of having only one range carry on Team CR, is that you're a lot more vulnerable to being kited, because all you have is the Kog'Maw, whereas obviously they have the Mel as well on BW to help with the DPS. So far, they've played very well as a team in these team fights to keep these range carries clean. So very well played to them. And unfortunately, I think at this point, it's only going to start getting worse for CR as Caitlyn starts getting her crit, Mel starts getting her, Liandry's. Not going great for this Braum, though actually he's fine. Nice jump over to that minion to dodge the Xin W. And now the rest of BW is rotating. You need to be a little bit careful. They need to make sure that they have their tanks in front so their carries can't get jumped on, which so far they have done a good job of. Kind of engaging here, going on the Thresh. They need to be careful that they're getting... Oh, no, they got Sion here as cover as well, and he's going to go ahead and go in. And he's able to land on the Kog'Maw, but that's not actually what you want. And meanwhile, Set is over here on the flank, but he's not going to be able to get anybody, although he does do a lot of damage to Caitlyn. Meanwhile, a lot of damage going down. Braum tanked like a champion for the longest time, but in the end, he does eventually go down. And now the two carries of BW are doing work, and they just cannot get through the Sejuani and Sion. They are way too tanky, even with the Kog'Maw, and they're all going to go down. And that's going to be another 4-for-1 over for BW, as well as the Rift Herald. And gotta say, despite their rough beginning, BW has played their comp extremely well. Just this big, beefy front line of the Sejuani, Braum, and Sion. Nothing is getting through to these range carries long enough to actually get kills. Yeah, up to about a 6k gold lead now for BW. They're in a great spot. And I was a little worried that you know, they don't really have any tank killers on BW. I was a little worried they would have a trouble with this very, very tanky front line for CR, but so far they've managed it. And it's only going to get easier for them as they start getting these, you know, these big Caitlyn items in. They get the Leanders from Mel. You know, it's they're doing great, and obviously the Sion scaling too, because Sion's only going to get stronger. Ooh, nice flash by the Cho, able to dodge the Braum Q. Oh, that's not what I want. No. Oh, there we go. It's O. All right.
You thought you were
21 minutes. It's gonna be Voracious Otacon here, I believe. Well, actually, no. Is that Ruinous? God, I have a hard time telling which Otacon is which. I think that's Ruinous, right? Voracious looks much more red, I think. Meanwhile, fight's breaking down here while I'm blabbing about nonsense, which is the typical Samurai Jack streamer experience. We'll go ahead and back up here and see what happens. Meanwhile, both the squishies for BW kind of cut to the jungle here with no protection, which is not what you want to have happening. Mel's going to go ahead and go down. Then the rest of the fight's going to break out. Xin is able to land the W on the Caitlyn. He's able to then dash over to him as well, but he's getting collapsed on by the massive front line of Team BW, and they're trying their hardest to peel, but Kog'Maw flashes over the wall at the flank, and he's able to take down the Caitlyn. And now the rest of the fight's breaking out. Both the carries for BW are dead, so these tanks just try to have to beat it before they all get killed by the Kog'Maw, but it's just not going to happen. So big turnaround, or nice turnaround fight for CR here. Fantastic work by Eric29, basically soloed both the carries by himself. Caught one here when Mel was going out too far, and then was able to land a nice W over the wall, and then follow up with a flash to get on there. And yeah, I mean, Kog'Maw had to finish him off, but he was already almost dead, so great play. Team CR closing some of that gap a bit. Now we're only down about 3,500. Bit of a nice flank, much flank ulti play by the Sion here, and he's able to get right on top of the Kog'Maw. He's going to go down, and meanwhile he's going to just try to tank for a while for the rest of his team to come in. He's going to do it because this Tyon is extremely tanky. And Mel needs to be careful. She's going to get jumped on, and she is indeed. They're trying to kind of kite him out collectively as the carries, but the Braum is here, or the Sejuani's here, and he should be A-okay, and now the carries are safe to move forward. And the Sion's not here, so the rest of CR is just having to bail, and that should be third Dragon over for Team BW. We'll play to them again. Well, I will say, this Mel farm, this is rough, brother. They made a champion that auto last hits minions. Come on, I know you can do better. I gotta find something to criticize. You guys have played really, really well this game, but that is yikes. Although in general, everyone's CS is pretty rough. I guess there's been a lot of roaming and fighting, so you know, fair enough. Ooh, and Braum is able to pull a Drift King maneuver to slide right through the jungle and make it up to that tower. Clearly, that Braum has license to pilot that Rift Herald. Ooh, trying to get on the Caitlyn, but he's got Braum right there with him, so she should be A-okay. See, it is. The Braum's getting focused. Ooh, he's going to be able to get in again. Ooh, flashes, and they're able to combo the CC together with the set flash, and Caitlyn's going to go ahead and go down. And now they're going to look for more, and they're going to land a nice hook on the Sejuani to interrupt the Sejuani Q, so she's not going over the wall. I don't know if they're going to be able to follow this up, though. They do not have the Cho'Gath here with them, so they're actually down. They're only even a guy, so they need to be careful here. And Cho'Gath does not have TP, so he will not be present for this fight. Plus, they're fighting over nothing, but, you know, that's okay. Sometimes that happens. But meanwhile, a flash play coming in. Snare doesn't quite land on the Xin Zhao, so he's going to get Fresh Lantern over the wall. He's going to be A-okay. Okay. Baron Nashor has spawned. Neither team's really even looked to try to do this Otacon yet. He just propped Shirelia's there for some reason while he was backing. I don't know why. But okay. I don't think it makes you back faster. And the Kog'Maw does have his Rage Blade now, so I mean he's gonna put out some damage on these tanks if he's able to stand there in auto, but he's having a hard time. He's having a hard time with it. His front line, it's very strong, but it is not quite as impenetrable as the Braum Sejuani Scion is. Meanwhile, Scion's gonna go ahead and go for some business over here on the side. He's gonna get a solo kill on the set. That is a fantastic play for BDW because now they got great pressure on this inhib tower. And meanwhile, the rest of Team CR is moving here. And a bit of a fight's breaking out at Baron, a bit of a 4v4. But the carries for BW are nowhere in position. I don't think they realized that. They could have gone a lot harder on this, but now they got to be careful because the set, or the Scion's just going to keep pushing. And meanwhile, the fight's breaking out. And they're trying. You see, they're peeling back. They're trying to get up. They're trying to make sure that this Xin does not kill their carries. Although they're not doing the best job, this Sash is able to land a hook on the mill, so she's going to go ahead and go down. Caitlyn is kiting for her life, but now this Cho'Gath upon her, and he has now lunch. And that's going to be a clean, or it's going to be a 4-for-1 kill there for Team CR. Now they're going to try to move over here with the Baron, but they do not have their jungler. They do have the Kog'Maw though, yeah, so they should be fine to get this. And meanwhile, Scion's still working on this inhib, hasn't quite been able to get it yet. That was a huge misplay by Team BW to die here while Scion was split pushing. You absolutely can't have that happen. I'm not... It's looking like they might not actually be able to get this Baron. And no, they should have it. Once Kog'Maw's passive comes in again, they do grab it. Cho'Gath ults it. However, the Scion is able there to get an ulti off and kick off the Kog'Maw, so that's one Baron down. Now Cho'Gath is pressing all of his buttons to turn into the Lightning McQueen and zooming out of there. Ooh, and Mel is going too far trying to harass the Cho'Gath. Gets jumped on by the Xin Zhao, but the Scion is here. And he is a big, beefy boy. He is frontlining like a champ. Now BW is going to go ahead and push this vacant mid lane. They should be able to get this tower no problem. And the armor pen item coming in for the Caitlyn. That should help a lot. Okay, on these beefy boys. Although they're more health than armor at this point. It'll still help somewhat, but... yeah. No Giant Slayer passive on LDR anymore. Good or bad thing, depending on who you ask. I'm a Mundo player, I'm glad it doesn't exist, but I get it. Meanwhile, a bit of a gank coming down here on the set. Not able to make it to Fresh Land, so he's going to go ahead and go down. And then this dragon is about to spawn here in 10 seconds. This is potential Dragon Soul for BW, and they have good position on it already. Cho'Gath is top lane. He does have TP, but ideally, you'd like him to be here already. Yep, but the Scion's moving in. Yep, here comes the Cho TP, but he's going to TP right on top of a trap, which is like not what you want to happen. And meanwhile, Scion's getting the flank, and he's going to ulti right into the backline. Unfortunately, doesn't quite make it on the Kog'Maw. He's kind of stuck in the middle, but he's a Scion. He'll live. He's just fine. And there are the rest of BW is able to move up and start cleaning up the rest of Team CR. That's exactly what's going to happen. Sin's put up a valiant effort, but in the end, he's going to go down. Smite him. Yeah, and they should get him here. Once her jump comes up again in 5 seconds. Yep, and Caitlyn should be going to the dragon instead. Yep, and that's going to go down, and that's going to be another one fight for Team BW, and now they're going to go ahead and secure this Dragon Soul here. Infernal Soul, too. That's going to be a lot of extra damage coming from these range carries. Does Infernal Soul scale with health? It does, doesn't it? I don't know how much, but it does scale with health. Okay. Who does it, out of curiosity, who does it do the most damage for on this team? Sejuani's 171. Caitlyn is 156. Braum's 141. Scion is 242. It must have a pretty substantial health scaling, given that the tanks actually have the highest Infernal Soul proc. Must be a pretty substantial health scaling. Okay. I do find it funny that even though Sejuani built Heartsteel and has 500 stacks on it, she still has 800 less health than the Scion who didn't build Heartsteel. That's how strong that Scion W passive is. Get all that max health. Alright. They're going to head and move in on the Otacon. We'll finally find out which Otacon it is. It is indeed Ruinous Otacon, so they're going to go ahead and help themselves to their bouquet. Ooh, meanwhile, Mel's kind of getting caught out from behind here. She's going to get flashed on, but she's okay. Also could have just deflected the Thresh Hook, but actually probably wouldn't have saved her, so it's probably good she didn't do that. And meanwhile, they're kind of chasing the Cho'Gath here, but they absolutely shouldn't be, because they're kind of leaving their carries to get caught on the backside. Although Kog'Maw is not here, so this is actually not a great fight. And now the rest of Team BW is coming back, and CR is way too deep, and they don't really have a good way out of this, although Xin Zhao is able to make his way up to the Caitlyn and take her out. And Kog'Maw's just kind of just tanking everybody in the face. And in the end, Mel's kind of forced to bail. So this actually ends up looking like a great fight for CR. I'm not 100% sure exactly how that went down. But I guess if Mel has to run and Caitlyn's dead, then the damage is gone. So I guess fair enough. Okay. So that ends up being a, what, 3 for 4? 4 for 3? Something like that? I don't know. But... yeah, the gold deficit's only down to about 500. Only about 400k gold, or 400 gold deficit for CR. So they're still, other than the Dragon Soul, which is not great, they're still very much in this game. Especially as Mel's going to start falling off here, because Mel is definitely not a particularly well-scaling champion. And as these frontline for CR gets beefier and beefier, it might come to the point where she doesn't really do meaningful damage to them anymore. And Caitlyn's late game is great, but against tanks, it's not nearly as good as it is at squishies. So we'll see if maybe they can outlast these BW carries here. Although Scion might actually become the BW carry, as he is a big, big boy. Even without Heartsteel, he's already up to almost 6,000 HP. He's got a lot of AD too, 337 AD. I don't know why exactly he built Sunfire when he rushed Sunfire Cape first item, but I don't know. I feel like this would be way more useful as like a Randuin's or a Deadman's or something. But, or a Thornmail, that'd probably be pretty good. I digress. You heard, anyone who watched my stream yesterday knows how I feel about Sunfire Cape. So I'm not going to repeat it. Bit of a fight breaking out here. The two mid laners are down in the bot lane, but the rest of the teams are here. Caitlyn is standing very far back. She does not have flash or bear, so she just be careful. Scion ult going in. Now, so far, BW has great initiative here. There's just so much CC coming in here, and they need to peel back for this Caitlyn, get this Xin Zhao off, but it's not fast enough. Ooh, no, it is, and she's going to go ahead and be saved. Great peel and kiting by the Caitlyn to survive that Zen dive. You like Sunfire? No, I hate Sunfire. I think Sunfire is a dog shit item. Jack is just wrong and won't accept it. They're arguing. Zesty Queso is arguing because he built Sunfire both games yesterday, and I flamed him both times. So, yeah, I hate Sunfire. I think it's a horrible item. But I digress. BW is moving here onto the Baron, but they don't have any of their carries here with them, so this is actually going quite slowly. And Cho'Gath is here. He's trying to contest and maybe get a steal, but he went in very early, and he's just going to have to bail. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to let the stream turn to that, but you're wrong. Ooh. Bit of a heal. Bit of a heal for the Baron. Actually made the smite miss a little bit, but in the end, they still secured it. Little lucky that wasn't more contested. That could have been really bad for BW if there had been more fighting going on. Yeah, a little bit of a troll heal by the Baron there. Now a bit of more of a gold lead emerging for BW up to a 4K gold lead again, although how much that really matters at this late in the game. It's not nearly as big of a difference. But Caitlyn's coming in. She should be full build here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to go Shadow Flame on on Mel because her abilities execute anyway when they're low, but I could be wrong. That's just my intuition that you're not supposed to do that, but especially when they're building a bunch of tanks, you'd probably want to go Void Staff, but anyways. Sion here is a bit DPS to kind of ult flash and ulti out to escape, but he should be okay. And now the rest of BW frontline is coming in here, but there's no carries around, so they're kind of having to stall for a bit until the Mel and the Caitlyn are having to find time. Yep. And yeah, I mean, CR just has to back out. Yeah, I mean, smiting is harder than it looks, despite how much I flame Fusro for it. It is definitely not as simple as watch number and press, you know. The smite fights can get pretty intense. For sure. And meanwhile, BW is going to be moving here on the Elder, and CR obviously has to try to contest this. Xin Zhao was trying to get in, but he is just getting CC'd to hell and back. Meanwhile, Cho's off on the side, but he doesn't have a way. He does have flash, but he's going to try to flash over this wall and steal this. I mean, even if he steals it, doesn't matter. He's the only one left alive. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So it does get secured. It's going to be Elder, and that should be game. I don't think Jeff is extraordinarily bad at smiting. I just think that it's weird how much he still struggles with it, considering how good he is as a jungler otherwise. That's the weird part to me. Like, he's not a terrible smiter, like, objectively, but, like, he's a really good jungler, so it's weird that he has a hard time smiting. But I do like flaming him too, but we were flaming him too much on our last team. We had to dial it back, so I'm trying not to pick on him too much. But yes, that is going to be game one over for Team BW. Well played to them. All right, go ahead and look away. Let me go ahead and switch to the draft page here so I don't accidentally spoil the game. All right, and we'll get going here on game two. Let me do this so I can load the game real quick. And get that loaded up, and then we will wait. All right. We'll leave that there for the moment. We'll switch back to draft. Okay. Here we go, draft game two. Looks like they're keeping the same sides. Okay, Cho'Gath first pick. They really liked the Cho'Gath in game one. Oh no, actually it was CR that had Cho'Gath in game one, right? Yeah, they did. So they wanted to steal that back, or they wanted to steal that. So they go ahead and first pick it here. Because the Caitlyn was no longer open, so they decided to just go ahead and steal the Cho'Gath. Okay, I like that. Galio Ornn lock in for Team CR. They're running back the BT Boy team comp. Okay. And then Kindred Naafiri. Naafiri, okay, that is an interesting pick. Kindred, too. You don't see a lot of Kindred in Beer League. So, okay. ADC in the jungle. And I see why they didn't have an ADC in bot lane, because it ends up being Hui bot, so Kindred in the jungle makes sense against this melee-heavy team. Okay. Then Xin Zhao. They run it back with the Xin Zhao. They really liked it last game. Bans. Blah, blah, blah. Leona and Swain to round it out. Okay, so they're going for the full death ball comp over here on Team CR. Lots of CC, lots of beef, lots of gap closers. They're going in. That's their plan A, their plan B, and their plan C. And if it doesn't work, they're screwed. Okay, I respect it. But it seems like BW did pick some good things to deal with that. Naafiri is actually quite good against bruisers and tanks. For an assassin, she's kind of like a weird, like, assassin, diver, bruiser hybrid later on in the game, so she's actually pretty good against tanky champions. So I actually like the pick, assuming that she's not getting bursted in one shot, which we'll see. The Hui bot lane, I like that a lot. Hui's a good pick against melee-heavy teams. You build the Leandries, you lay down all the AoE, you burn everybody, you kite, help your team, all that good stuff, and then Thresh to help kind of dull some of these engages. I really like that. So I actually really like both these team comps. I think BW's team comp is well suited for what CR does, but I also think CR's comp can very easily just snowball to the point where it doesn't matter what you do or what you picked, and you just get run over. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get right into game 2 here. So pause the music. We will hop into the game, and we'll get going. Game 2 is a go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right. 5-man goon squad here for Team CR. Makes sense. They got the dive comp. They're going to get started right away.
Ready till minions spawn.
And they're going in, and they're seen, but I don't know if you don't want any of this smoke, so I think they're just going to let them walk through and leave. Yep, and they're just going to go head on out. It sounds a little weird, but given the team comp that CR is running, I'd really like to see First Item Black Cleaver on this Neferi. We'll see if that's what Sir Pup decides to go for. Did my mic FF? Is it sound bad again? Hold on, just a second. Let me try resetting it. Hold on. All right, hopefully that sounds better. For how much I paid for this headset, it's giving me a lot of issues, but oh well, what can you do? Much better, okay. Well, at least resetting it seems to work. Thank you for saying something. Appreciate it, Mr. Estock. All right, Juggler's going to start the same side this time around, so we might see some early interaction between them. Actually, we might see some very early This is a very slow first camp clear for Eric29. Oh, 'cause I guess he started E. That is... Actually, do you start E on Xin Zhao in the jungle? I'm just noticing that it actually gives attack speed. Ooh. Kindred doing a bit of an early shenanigans here, but the Xin is right behind him, so he needs to be careful. I never knew... Oh, he flashes over, and he goes right for it. But I think Kindred should be okay. Yeah. Well, no, he's getting cute. He could have gotten out of that. I don't know why he's waffling a bit. He ends up going down because of it. I think he could have gotten out of range, but in the end, he does go down, although he does bait the Xin Zhao super deep, and he's going to go down in return. So in the end, maybe that's worth it. But yeah, did you guys know that Xin Zhao's E gives attack speed? I never knew that. Today I learned. Yeah. 40% attack speed for 5 seconds. Wow. Okay. I never knew that. I guess it kind of makes sense. That it does that. I just never knew that was a part of it. All right. Bit of early jungle action. Eric29 clearly has his aggressive pants on today. He's been making some real psycho plays, which is not surprising to anyone who watched Eric29 last season. So, yeah, no, it makes sense that you start E on Wukong. I knew about that one. I just didn't know that Xin Zhao's E gave attack speed. So, okay. I wonder when they added that. I don't think it's always done that, has it? I mean, maybe it has. I don't play Xin Zhao, but I just never knew. But yeah, Eric29 played ADC for this team last season, and he was like a Lucian main, and he played some pretty crazy plays for the majority of last season. Very entertaining to watch. Meanwhile, while I'm blabbing about nonsense, stuff is happening. A bit of a fight breaking out here in the mid lane. Both mid laners very low, and now if something happens down here in the bot lane, ooh, a nice thresh hook on the Swain, but he should not have followed up on the hook, and now he's kind of in tower, and unfortunately, no Leonis. Okay, Chad, why did you stun him under tower? Explain. All right, hold on. Does he have stun? Does he just not stun him under tower? Oh, he does. Okay. Okay, he just didn't have it. Okay. Flame rescinded. Sorry I ever doubted you, Chad. All right, and more early aggressive plays by the Xin Zhao. It makes sense. The Kindred does not have flash, and Xin Zhao, there is no way that Kindred can fight Xin Zhao 1v1 early on. or ever, probably. So it makes sense. And Eric is going big. He is not intimidated. He is a man. He's swift as a coursing river with all the force of a great typhoon. I find it very funny that the the clearly Chinese-themed champion they added to the game with a spear just fits so perfectly with the song from Mulan. Just very well done by Riot on that one. And meanwhile, Kindred needs to be careful. Xin Zhao is looking for more blood. This is some solo queue Xin Zhao strategy, by the way. The way he's just looking for all these plays is just not farming. Like, it works. It's very effective when it works. But it is a very solo queue style. Neither jungler's really been farming because they've either been invading or dying. Ooh, and unfortunately the Leona CC not able to land, and so the Thresh is able to lantern them away. And Eric's29 says, hey, I haven't farmed a camp in a couple minutes. I probably should do that. Although, both of these mid laners are quite low here. I feel like if you're Naafiri, you can find a way to get in on this. I just realized it's a Hail of Blades Naafiri. Is that where you're supposed to go? That's interesting. Okay. Bit of a play breaking down here in the bot lane. Leon takes a bunch of damage and has to back off. Okay. There's no way you... ooh! Nice flash play by Caress, but CC doesn't quite last long enough, and now the Naafiri is able to flash out as well. In the end, they both gotta blow their flashes for nothing, but now Xin Zhao's here, and he's gonna go ahead and do a nice EW combo. That's gonna finish off the Naafiri and grab Feats of Warfare. So far, Eric29 has been making the big plays. He's gonna have 29 kills by the end of this game with the way he's going. Meanwhile, Kindred kind of sneaks over the wall into the pit here. Is going to get a nice cheeky dragon solo without anyone knowing. Although his bot lane is going to go ahead and move over now. And Team CR is moving in, but I think they're going to be too late. Well, maybe not. Team CR, he sees it. He's going to go in, but he gets healed. Nice flay by the Thresh to deny the engage, and now the rest of the teams are coming in, and there's a lot of fighting. And Galio is in huge, and he is in the middle of the entire enemy team. That is not what you want. But this level 6 Naafiri is huge. He's popping the ulti. He's gonna run them down. Calling in the Hound Dogs. All right, let's go ahead and back out. There's a lot happened in this place. Let's go ahead and see this again. All right. So Xin Zhao tries to E in, but he actually gets stopped by the Thresh, and then the rest of the fight breaks out. Galio ulti comes in, and then he's able to land a 3-man taunt into a nice knockup. So he's in the middle of the team, but a lot of members of Team CR are getting low, and Naafiri is just kind of feasting on everybody here while at full health. And he ends up getting a couple kills there, trying to chase down the Swain, but the Swain's going to go ahead and get away. So in the end, BW comes out ahead. They got the Dragon. They go 3 for 1, despite the fantastic play by Galio. So yeah, there you go. And you know what? I know I've been flaming the Sunfire Cape, but Galio, you have my permission to go Sunfire Cape in this game because you are against an AD jungler and an AD mid laner. You are allowed. I have spoken. You may build Sunfire Cape. Yeah, and the Hui stacks as well. Those Hui passive procs add up. Like, they do. People don't think about them, but you know, when you can have more than one of them hit, they do a lot of damage. I think it's what? It's, yeah, 30% AP ratio, decent base damage. They can stack on top of each other. So yeah, there you go. About 800 gold lead here for Team BW. Man, Eric29 once again in Kindred's jungle. I'm pretty sure he's been in her jungle more than he's been in his own jungle this game. Bit of a gank coming up here on the Galio, but he is totally fine, and he has backup just in case. Hui is TPing here to the mid lane for some reason. I'm not sure why. Ooh, and Eric 29 is laying in wait, and I don't think they saw him. That Thresh just barely missed the bush and doesn't see him, so he's able to walk right on top of the Hwei. He lands the Fear, though, so that's going to stall for a little bit, but he doesn't end up going down. Very unfortunate that the Thresh just barely didn't walk on the bush and didn't reveal that Xin was there. And now he's going to get run down as well. Yep. All right. That's tough. Oh, now he's gonna go for the Kindred, even though he's a level down, because that's just how lopsided this matchup is. The Kindred has to ulti, but she's gonna go ahead and get taunted by the Galio, and he's gonna go down. Eric 29 has been absolutely dominating this jungle matchup so far this game. Like, this has been a, like, really just a clinic on just invading and making the enemy jungler's life as miserable as possible. So, very well played to him. And yeah, wow, it's actually, Xin Zhao's only up about 600 gold despite everything, which is kind of wild. Actually, I'm not really sure how exactly that works. I guess because he hasn't been farming. Meanwhile, a couple different plays going off here. Gank coming off on Castro, but he's kind of booking it. And meanwhile, fight's going down here in the bot lane as well. Leona kind of gets caught out and has to try to kite away. And because Swain, they're outnumbered, Swain doesn't want to go in. So in the end, he just sacrifices Leona to the gank gods, and that's going to be it. Meanwhile, Castro is able to get away thanks to the very fun move speed Cho'Gath build that is all the rage. And it looks like Naafiri did, in fact, not go for the early Black Cleaver. Went for the Ghostblade instead. I'm pretty sure... I mean... Call me crazy, but hold on. I'll talk about that in a minute. Meanwhile, Fight's breaking out here in the bot lane, trying to get a catch-out on the Hwei, but he's able to get nice peel by the Thresh, and he's fine. Meanwhile, a bit of a... Let's go ahead and back up here. Let's see the fight in the mid lane. They're trying to catch out this Galio here, but Xin Zhao is here, and he's ready to go. He loves having this Galio to follow up on. And Kindred has to flash out, and now there's a TP coming in here from the Cho'Gath, so now the numbers advantage is once again in BW's favor. They're trying to focus this Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao still has ulti, so he can make some big cheeky plays here, and he has the ulti, but he ends up ulting a bit early, and now he has to book it, and now he's actually going in. He's going to go ahead and grab Kindred. Kindred did not quite have ulti yet. And then while Fight's going on the side, Galio goes down to the Naafiri, and Eric 29 would have liked to have gotten the Cho'Gath kill, but he has to bail. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I don't like the Ghostblade here on Naafiri, because what is Ghostblade for, right? It's for the move speed. Do you need the move speed against a full melee team? They're not running away from you. You're not escaping this with move speed, right? And you don't need it to catch them. So I'd like to see something more fightery than Yumu's Ghostblade. So that's all. I would like to see Eclipse, Black Cleaver. Something along those lines. Just something that can help you survive the scrum. That's what I like to see. Although it is good for flanking, though. I will give him credit for that. The Yunus Ghostblade is good if you're arriving from the side and flanking. So, there you go. Bit of play coming out here. The Eric 29 is low, but Kindred is just tanking all the CC, and the ult counts down early, ends up actually saving both junglers, and a great, fantastic Ornn ulti to combo together with the end of the Kindred ulti. So, in the end, both junglers do end up going down. However, more plays are breaking down in the bot lane. Cho'Gath's running for his life, but who cares about that? Let's see what's happening in the bot lane. It looks like Leona went down way beyond the tower. And, yeah, okay. And poor Kindred, 1-6. And he's still only down by 900 gold despite being 1-6. That is wild. About a 900k or 900 gold lead here for Team BW. Leona is back, and she's pissed. And Xin Zhao's here, and ooh, he sees the dragon. He's able to W it and sneak over, and he's able to not only collect the free dragon steel, but collect the free Kindred to kill as well. And this Kindred just cannot catch a break from this Xin Zhao.
Turret plating will fall soon.
That is tough. That is tough. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to Fury here, do a nice little chunk of damage, and then back off. All right, do any of Hui's other abilities do anything weird I don't know about? Not really. Okay, he's kind of getting engaged on here, but he ends up having to ulti to bail, but he is a-okay. What does his passive do? It heals, right? Wind becomes lightning. That's why you said that. I didn't know what that was a reference to, but that makes sense. Okay. Big healing and damage, alright. So Team CR is moving here on this second set of grubs. But BW is moving in to try to contest, but Kindred is off on the side, and that's not where you want to be if you are a Kindred. Nice hook on the Leona here, but BW says thank you, or Cedar says thank you, we'll go ahead and take that engage, and they're going in. And yeah, Neferi needs to get in this and start doing damage, but yeah, need to be in there. And Xin Zhao is just exerting his dominance over this play, and it ends up being a 2 for 2 so far. And yeah, triple kill over for Xin Zhao. That 29 kill prediction might not have been far off. Yeah. And Hui ends up actually solo killing the Swain over on the sideline. Now he's rotating over to this play. But Xin Zhao, has he decided he's had enough? Yeah, although it might not be up to him. He's getting engaged on by the Neferi. And Orange just kind of off on the side of the Orange has a nice flash over the wall into the stairs done, and that's going to be a kill for Eric29. Oh my goodness! I don't know if that was just a bait by the Orange to pretend like he wasn't there and then flash over the wall, or if that was just a lucky coincidence. But either way, it was a great play for Team CR there, and it's going to be more kills over for them. Surprised Eric didn't go Titanics in. Yeah, I do like the Sundered Sky though. Lots of healing, lots of bursts. I do like that. I assume he'll go Titanic next. We'll see. I'm actually kind of surprised Eric doesn't have approach velocity. I feel like if you're gonna go Inspiration secondary, you should definitely go approach velocity on Xin Zhao, especially if you have this full beefy team comp. That thing's gonna be going off constantly. Get all that extra move speed. But that's just me thinking aloud. Anybody else here have Inspiration that I can blame them for not doing that? Yeah, same thing for Leona. I guess it's not as important for Leona, but Swain maybe? Does Swain have it? Nope. Okay. Never mind. No flame. Just Eric. I gotta find something to criticize him for. He's been killing it this game, but nobody's perfect, you know? And that's gonna be Rift Herald, or for the Kindred. About 1k gold lead here for Team CR. Jungle really likes the Cosmic Fretcher Smites. That is true. I don't think it's like troll to go the thing. It's just I think if you're gonna go this full Deathball comp, approach velocity is huge. You have two different abilities that can proc it on Xin Zhao. You got a team with tons of CC. I would really like to see the move speed, although maybe you don't need it. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think approach velocity is a busted rune, just in general. Like if you're a champ with like reliable slows. Bit of a gank one off here on the top lane. They do get him, but they're gonna get a kill in return. So well played to Ornn to trade 1 for 1 there. Ooh, a bit of a hook going in on the Galio, but I'm not sure that's really what you want. Doesn't quite have the tank killing items yet, plus he's out of mana, so yeah, and meanwhile, Xin Zhao is continuing to do Xin Zhao things, forces the dog out of the jungle here. He's gonna, oh, is he gonna try to turn? He is. Meanwhile, the rest of Team CR's coming in here, and Leona kind of gets pulled in, although Stone G's doing a great job on the Swain to kind of zone here. Keep Leona from being collapsed on too hard. Dragon is about to spawn. Each team has one so far. Oh, and he immediately goes for the Kindred. No hesitation whatsoever, and Kindred gets one shot without any chance to use her ulti. Poor Kindred. Poor Kindred. I don't feel that bad because I hate Kindred a lot as a champion, but I feel a little bad. He has been getting the business by this Xin Zhao the entire game, and it is just not relented at all. And meanwhile, Eric29 doing the classic 1v4 engage. He ends up, oh, he's actually somehow still alive. No, he finally goes down, but he does provide a nice landing pad for the Galio. And that's going to be the rest of Team CRN, and they're following up. Nice blast plant by the Cho'Gath. He should still go down here, though. I mean, he's hiding under this tower, but buddy, this tower is not going to keep you safe. You are toast arena, my friend. Although, actually, he ends up getting a kill in response, so yeah, that was probably the best play available to him. So, you know what? I take it back. Well played. Well played to Cho'Gath there, going for the tower instead of trying to go, and for that tower instead of going over here. Good job. Now both teams will try to reset to get in position for this dragon yet again. I will say it is very unfortunate for the Cho'Gath that the Xin Zhao is so fed, because he's only the only AD on their team. So the fact that he went MR first, which is smart, but it means that God, he kind of wishes he had that armor. Now BW is moving in. They're kind of trying to engage on the Xin Zhao. Nice Xin Zhao ulti to mitigate a lot of this damage. BW, he's going to be able to get in. No, and he's going to go ahead and go down. Cho'Gath does secure it. Probably shouldn't have ulted the dragon in the middle of a team fight, but that's okay. The fight's going to go ahead and break out, and now the whole of the beefy boy CR team is here, and Quay is just... okay, he eventually flashes out, but he gets a very delayed flash over the wall after him by Swain, and that's going to go ahead and get him down now that he's in the tractor beam of the Rylai's. Is there no sound? Yeah, it should be sound. Okay. I don't know what's up with your thing. Maybe try refreshing, or turning your ears on, one or the other. Yeah, should be sound. I don't know why there wouldn't be. Yeah, nice secure by Lord Wrath. That is the one thing that has gone well for him this game. He may be getting repeatedly fisted by the Xin Zhao, but at least he's getting those objectives. And good job by BW to keep Xin Zhao away from these objectives to be able to let the let Kindred smite these. Unfortunately, Cho'Gath's going to go ahead and get caught out here, and now they're going to go ahead on the Otacon. This should be Ruinous, right? There's been a lot of action in this game. This should 100% be Ruinous Otacon. Yes. I was gonna say I'd really like to see some Grievous Wounds on BW here, but it looks like they already took my advice preemptively. They got a couple on both the Fury and the Hui, which is the people who should be having it. So good job to them. Although they are very rapidly approaching the point where they might be CR just might be too strong to fight back against, no matter how well they play. About a 3k gold lead here, 2.5k gold lead here for CR, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're playing a Deathball comp, it doesn't take a huge lead for things to become unmanageable. Eric29 is going in. He's getting kind of the bit here, but nice ulti, nice peeling by Mr. Ched, and now Thrush is going to go down, and Hui's TPing in, and that was a very ill-advised TP, Mr. Whaps. Actually, he's surviving longer than I expected, but he does end up going down. And Swain is, meanwhile, is able to run down the Kindred here and take him down. So Eric29, once again, obviously showing no fear. He's going to walk right up to this tower, no problem. Give it the old wacky whack. Ooh, are they gonna dive him? Okay, what is happening here? Okay, they seem very confused about whether they're hitting the tower or diving. They could have dove him. They definitely could have dove him, but Ornn needed tank, so they were a little confused about what the play was, but that's okay. What is the ratio on this, by the way? 45% AD for the damage and 4% max HP for the health. Okay, it's a max health ratio heal. I like that. Okay. All right, and they do eventually get the tower. And Naafiri, Mana Moon. Okay, very interesting. I still would really like to see Black Cleaver here at some point. Black Cleaver is a very fantastic Naafiri item because of how quickly all the dogs proc it and doing lots of physical damage and all that good stuff. Plus, just bruiser items in general are good in Naafiri. So, let's see the Black Cleaver. Next dragon here is coming up soon, about 45 seconds. Ooh, and unfortunately, Kindred is, gets the ulti off in time, although probably should have just not used it. I don't foresee your, I don't foresee your situation meaningfully improving by the time the ult ends, so probably just hold on to that one. And there, CR's gonna move right on ahead of this Baron, and BW is really not in any position to. They don't see this. I mean, they probably have an inkling that it's happening, but yeah, they're moving away, so they're not even gonna try to contest it, I don't think. So maybe Cho'Gath could try a crazy play. Actually, no, they're gonna TP bot lane and try to trade for this dragon, which is probably a smart call. They're already at 2 dragons. Getting on 3rd at Soul Point would be a big deal. The game is starting to slip away from them, so having that as an option is important. But CR does go ahead and take the Baron. They shouldn't all be pushing mid right here. Somebody should be going top to get this. But nobody is. Which, you know. I guess if you do have a dive ball comp, you can kind of get away with these kind of A-ramming plays. And they're going to go ahead and go in. That's going to be all on the Thresh. Nice Ornn ulti. Trying to land some chain CC on somebody, and that's going to go ahead and land on the Kindred. See, the Kindred ult might be a lot more useful in this situation, but unfortunately you kind of wasted it earlier. Although a lot of Hwei damage is coming in, and now CR is getting on out of here, and now the Naafiri ulti is coming, and she's going to go ahead and go in. Flashes, lands the W on the, on the whatchamacallit, the Swain, and they're trying to run him down, but are they going to be able to catch him? They should be. Yep, but they get a nice Thresh hook on Eric29. And he's going to go ahead and try to fight and see if he can get something in return, but I don't think it's... Well, he actually is able to take down Naafiri before he goes down. So, well played. Well played to Eric29 there, not going down without a fight. Yeah, so far, only about a 3K gold lead for Team CR, so this is definitely still winnable for Team BW, but they need to be careful. You know, one bad lost fight could easily snowball this out of control, so they need to really be on top of things the rest of the way. Wap's trying to hold this tower against the Baron minions. Should be okay. Although Ornn, you could have definitely just gotten that, but probably not. Maybe not worth risking their death without teammates nearby. Okay. Ornn ulti's coming in, trying to get the setup for the Hwei, which is going to happen. It's going to go ahead and land on the Hwei, and he's going to go ahead and get one shot. Meanwhile, the Kindred ulti comes out, but it's just slightly too far to reach the Hui, so the Hui's going to go down, and now Kindred's going to go down as well. Nice setup for the play there by Mr. Ornn. Now they're trying to do the same on the bot lane, but this is a very tanky Galio, so they're actually having a hard time finishing him. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job here. He does end up eventually going down, but it was not nearly as decisive as the play in top lane, despite having a numbers advantage, so... They're going in. This Cho'Gath is not actually that tanky. I mean, he's reasonably tanky, but he's only got 97 armor, so... Or 138 armor, but... Anyways, put a fight breaking out here. I don't want to see the fountain, I want to see the fight. Rushes in deep, and unfortunately he gets caught by the Swain E, and he's going to go ahead and get pulled back, go down. Now they're trying to keep going, but they don't want to tank the tower, so I think they're being a little... They're not going too crazy. Meanwhile, Naafiri off on the side, and they're chasing down, but I don't think they have the... I don't know if they can afford to really keep chasing this. They could get turned on very easily if they're not careful. And Eric29 says, you weren't careful enough, and he goes right in and one-shots the poor Kindred, and now he says, I'm not done, and he goes for the Hui as well. And that 29 kill prediction is actually looking pretty good right about now. My goodness, Eric29. And Naafiri's around on the back, but that's not where you want to be when there's 4 people. So he's going to go ahead and go down. And now that kind of leaves Cho'Gath hanging out to dry as well. Yeah. All right. He's up to 22. My goodness. Oh, man. And that probably should be game here, I think. It's just the Thresh left. And all the rest of CR's coming in. I don't think they're going to be able to defend this. Yeah, so they should just go down here. No problem. Oh. Nice Kindred ulti to kind of delay here, but in the end, I don't think it's going to be enough. He finally gets one over on Xin Zhao here in the waning moments of Game 2. And they're trying their best to defend here, but I just don't think... Well, if they have Naafiri here, maybe they can do it? We'll see. No, they're trying. They're trying to finish it off quickly before they die. This Swain's still pretty tanky. He's got a lot of health left, and Ornn still have HP as well, and that's going to be it. And that's going to be Game 2 over to Team CR. So our BW took Game 1, which I forgot to update on the thing. And CR took Game 2, so we're going on to Game 3. I think this is the first series I've casted that's gone to 3 games. So look forward to that. And let me go ahead and get everything ready. Let me just go ahead and switch over to that. Turn that on. All right. Let me... Go ahead and get to the draft screen. Teams are switching sides here for Game 3. And I get to do something special. I get to put ones in both of these win columns for the first time this season. I'm very proud of both teams. All right, here we are. Here's the draft for Game 3. So Ornn first pick. CR really like that. They say, hey, let's run it back. Bring back the Ornn yet again. And then it's going to be Sion first pick. Makes sense. You already know you're against Ornn. You might as well pick your top laner early. Give your mid counter pick. Smart. And then the Sejuani as well. Double beefy tank. Both of these teams are really like their beefy champs so far this season, or so far this series, which is very, very Beer League-esque. Beer League, it's like the opposite of Solo Queue. Solo Queue, no one wants to pick tanks. Beer League, so many tanks. Bring your AT rounds. It's tanks everywhere. All right. And the Vayne pick for Team CR, I like that. Vayne and Lulu, great combo against these tanks here. I like that. And then to say, okay, you're gonna pick a scaling bot lane. We're gonna pick a scaling bot lane too. Smolder Senna bot lane. Okay, I like that. I don't know if I like it quite as much as Vayne and Lulu, but I like the idea behind it. And then Kayn. I like the Kayn pick. I'm presumably this will be a red Kayn, but we'll see once we get in game. And last pick, Aurora for Team CR. Okay. I actually like that. I do like the Aurora pick. You get a flank on these double ADC comps. You know, combine that with like a good Ornn ulti. You can cook these guys. I see it. And then last pick, BW goes for the Lissandra. I'm not exactly sure why they picked Lissandra in particular. I don't think it's a bad pick. It's just I'm not sure why in particular went for that. Maybe point and click CC for the Vayne. Maybe that's what they were thinking. but I guess nothing really particularly counterpicks Aurora that much in mid lane, so I guess you just pick for the team. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm okay with it. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and hop right in. Go ahead and pause that. And go ahead and load into game 3 here. All right. Switch over to the in-game overlay, and we're getting loaded in. And then it's indeed going to be a red Kayn for Eric29 with the Conqueror, barring something strange. And here we go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I'm gonna drink of water before everyone starts killing each other here. Lord, no, I expect a lot more bloodshed in this game. The last 2 games have been very action-packed, and I don't think that will change. I think any game with Eric29 in it is likely to be an action-packed game,
Or is it just me?
as that man is a madman.
I'm not supposed to eat you. Too fast for good stuff.
All right.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like jungler's gonna be starting on opposite sides. It'd be interesting to see how the Kayn decides to path this game, because obviously he wants red Kayn, and his only places to get red form are from the top side of the map, and plus the jungle, obviously. So I expect some invades. I expect some ganks on top lane, which is ideally not how you want to be. You don't want to spend time ganking Ornn Sion matchup, most likely, but the things you do to get form, right? All right, well, let's direct the camera take over here. And off we go. So far, both junglers seem pretty content to just straight clear, not do any shenanigans. I'm actually surprised that Kayn is not more ahead on this clear. I know Kayn's early clear is much faster than Sejuani's, but he's only about 4 or 5 seconds ahead, which kind of surprises me. Maybe the gap will widen as he gets a bit further in the jungle. It's interesting. He took the E level 3, even though he's farming. Is that what you're supposed to do on Kayn? I actually don't know. I would have figured you would take second point in Q to clear a little faster, but maybe the E still ends up being faster because you go through walls. I really don't know. Just out of curiosity, how much HP does Sion get from his W? It is 4 max health when he kills the unit. Is it just 4? Or 15 for champion takedowns or large minions and monsters, right? Yeah. And it doesn't go up with ranks or anything, so it's just a flat 4. Okay. Got it. That seems like a lot with how much health I see Sions get, because like 100 minions is what, 400 health? But I guess a lot of those are cannon minions, so that's what, 500 maybe? I don't know. I just see Sions with like 1500, 2000 HP from their passive, and that math seems odd to me, but I guess if takedowns count, one team fight can give you like 75 extra HP, so okay. I could see it. Not sure what these backs are, but okay. I guess maybe they were trying to bait him to push. So Sejuani's trying to get behind him here, and they do not see him, so this is a good gank angle, but unfortunately gank setup for the bot lane for BW is not great here. They kind of just have to run at him. And in the end, they do end up getting Vayne's Flash, but I really don't think they're going to get anything else. You know, if anything, Senna's going too far, and she's going to have to take a lot of damage in return. All right. Oh, that hurt. That hurt to watch, Sir Pup. That hurt. Ugh. Rest in peace to that cannon minion gold. And he's going to go ahead and have to back here. Sejuani's going to go ahead and move in on this dragon. I'm not sure how good the Sejuani dragon solo is, though, so I probably want to call our bot lane over, which they do have prio, so they can go ahead and do that. And it looks like they recognize what's happening, so Kane's going to go ahead and move on over, but the Krugs aren't quite spawned, or Krugs? Grubs aren't quite spawned yet, so instead he's going to go into the jungle. He's going to find this camp here. He's going to say, thank you very much. Raptors would be lovely. And then he's going to go ahead and move on over here. And Eric29 is going to go ahead and pull these so he can queue all three at once, which is what he should be doing. Could have been a little bit better queue there in terms of the positioning, but that's okay. He is seen here, however, and he's getting ulted on by the Scion, so he's going to have to bail on this play, but he's got Flash. He should be okay. Well, he should be okay until he gets ulted by the Lissandra, so the Ornal coming in, and they're hitting all they're taking the initiative on this play, but nice Lissandra ulted to stall here, and now the Scion and the Sejuani are getting in there. Lots of summoners coming out to try to escape this play, but Sejuani ends up going down. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade on the Grubs, but Eric29 able to get a nice cheeky kill on the Lissandra, but he's going to go down in return, and now Scion is just going to probably try to walk this one out, see if he can get back to his mid tower, but nope, he's going to go ahead and flash. Yeah, but he's gonna go ahead and get out. 2-for-1 on the 2-for-1 on the kill trades, 1-for-2 on the Grubs. Pretty even play all around, all things considered. Smolder stack check here at 8 minutes. 34 stacks. I have no idea if that's good. But there you go. Scion stack check 292. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then a bit of a gank coming off here in the bot lane, but the Kayn is here. So Lulu is going to get engaged on, but he's going to go ahead and ult herself, but she's still going to go down. But now you got Eric29 in their backline here. Nice ulti on the Kayn, or should be able to wait out the Smolder barrier, and he does, and that's going to be a Smolder down. And now Aurora ends up TPing down to the bot lane, a nice ulti, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 over for Team CR. And a triple kill over for the Kayn, which is absolutely not what you want to have happen if you're Team BW. A fed red Kayn, and then this game is over. Oh boy, that is not good. Fantastic TP. Fantastic bait by Kayn over here behind the wall, and then fantastic TP'd and ultied follow-up by Mr. Caress. Well done. I will say, actually, no, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong teams. Never mind. Ignore. Well, actually, no. I guess it applies to both teams. I was going to say that big props to CR for being able to really adapt their strategy. You know, they went the full Deathball comp last game, and now they've got 2 ranged carries and an enchanter to go with their front line. So very different style team comp here. Ooh, Ornulty not quite able to make it, so now Science should be able to walk on out of here. Now CR is kind of moving on the second set of grubs. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to track feats of strength with this overlay here. Although I can tell you for a fact that CR has the 3 kills one. See if you can figure out how I know that. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and move in. They should be able to get all 3 of these without really any issue. Bit of a fight breaking out here in the bot lane, but nothing's going to come of that, so let's go back and look over here. Yep, Eric29 trying to get in here. Oh, no, BW is the one that got this. Never mind. What am I saying? I'm getting confused. They were on the other side. Now, ooh, nice burst for the Aurora. Sion's going to go down, although Sion being the first one to go down is not great because that means he can keep hitting. And he ends up hitting a lot of damage on the Kayn, but he ends up being just fine.
We need to regroup.
Let's see. I feel like with all the fighting that's been going on, Kayn has to be close to his transformation by now. Ready? Oh, yeah. See, he already has blue form ready, but that's not the one he wants. So he's going to go ahead and just chill on that for the time being. Meanwhile, BW is going to go ahead and move in on this dragon, but he is seen by the Aurora. Aurora needs to be careful because could get farmed. The rest of Team CR is coming in here. Lissandra's kind of could get a nice flank off here. They could get some sort of flank play together with Lissandra, but Sejuani's too far forward, and she ends up getting caught out and goes down, and that is not good. Team BW, and now CR is going to go ahead and move in on here, and he's trying to get Lissandra's trying to get in to make a big play, but actually they do end up catching out the Kayn, so now there's no junglers on this dragon, so it'll come to whoever can get the last hit here. Let's see how it happens. And Lissandra is able to secure it for Team BW, and then Aurora tried her best, but didn't quite have the burst, so she's going to end up going down. Ooh, and now Lulu's going to get caught out here, has to ulti, but should go down. That's going to be another kill over to the Smolder. Smolder check up to 92. Again, no idea if that's good, but there you go. 44, so there's a lot. We got a few stacking champions this game, don't we? Love some more once we get the Heartsteel for the Sejuani. Okay, second dragon over to Team BW here. Gold's dead even. Was that enough to give them feats of strength? It should be, yeah. No. Yes, no, maybe so. No. No, they don't. They have the objective one, and CR has the kills one. It'll be get down to whoever gets first tower. Got it. Okay. And then Kayn does have his red form here, so that's spooky for Team BW. The red form Kayn, the fed red form Kayn is not what you want to see. Ooh, and Smolder going a bit crazy here. He ends up getting flashed on. Nice Sejuani ulti to buy time, but to try to kite back. It ends up kiting back, but in the end, Vayne is able to get in on the Smolder and bring him down, while Kayn stalls. Nice play. Little too aggressive by Waps, and nice capitalization on that with the flash W from the Kayn. And he says, I'm not done. He's going back in. Might not want to be, but he's going a little crazy here. Ooh. That ends up actually rooting because of the W hit the minion, but I don't think they have the damage to actually finish the kill here. So Aurora is on her way, though, so if they can look a little tasty, Aurora might be able to come over here and do something, but nope. She is, in fact, seen. She's going ahead and pop the ulti here, but it should be just fine. Yep. Blackfire Torch on Aurora is interesting. I don't think it's terrible. I've just never seen it before. I've seen Malignants and Leandri or Ludens. I've never seen Blackfire, so might be okay. But probably would have preferred a bit more burst against these squishy CR or squishy BW champions here. These are kind of converging here, but Aurora is very deep. Ooh. Serena W just barely misses, so she should be okay. She is seen though, so Sejuani is, ooh, nice kind of Lysandre engage here, but doesn't quite ulti anybody. And the Scion's coming in, but he's kind of isolated from his team now. He kind of needs the rest of BW to kind of move in and help him out here. And says Scion and Sejuani are going in, but no Smolder here, no AD carry for either team. So this is kind of ooh, nice fights breaking out, and the front line for BW right now is so big. They're able to pop the Kane before he's able to ulti. Nice CC chain by BW there. Well played to them. Look at classic Scion gameplay right here. The stand there and don't give a crap about the enemy gameplay. I'm trying not to swear too much on stream. Keyword trying. And that's gonna be Rift Herald over for Team BW. Let's see, has anyone gotten the feats of strength yet? There's still no first tower, right? No, although BW is very close here in the mid lane. Ooh, nice engage here on the Lysandre. She's going to go down because she does not have mana to cast her E to get away. That's going to be a shutdown over the Kayn, which is really not what you want. Ooh, they do end up getting the first tower, though, so that's going to be feats of strength over for Team BW. First tower in the top lane. Meanwhile, some Drift King maneuvers. Ooh, not quite able to make that corner. Ends up crashing into the wall there. That's going to be an expensive repair job for that Rift Herald. Dragon is coming up here. BW is up 2-1 Dragons already, so they could be a really great position if they can manage to get this third one here. And Scion is TPing, getting ready to reset for exactly that play. So far, for the most part, both teams have done a pretty good job being coordinated for their macro plays, which I think is a big part of why this series has been so competitive so far. It's been a very fun series to watch and to cast for y'all. So well played to both these teams, very enjoyable. Although not great rotation there by the Senna, and she's going to go ahead and go down. Well, ooh. Yep, she's going to go ahead and go down, but now the Vayne is in a rough position, although a very fortuitous plant there. She's able to escape. And then he's going to try to turn on the Smolder. The fights are kind of, ooh, Scion play coming in from the side, but Kane's able to make his way to the Smolder, and he's going to go down. Lysandre's here, but she is unfortunately very late, and now CR has CR has a big manpower advantage here. They're going to be able to go ahead and take the fight. Yeah. Yeah, the bot lane for BW just went down too easily there. And they end up going down 4-for-1, and that's going to be a first Dragon over for Team CR. Be a little annoyed if I was Eric29 in the situation. That dragon took like another 4 or 5 seconds because everyone left so early. That's how it goes. They want to get to their lanes fast. Your time isn't important. All that good stuff. But that's okay. They did end up getting it. That's what's important. Not about 1K goal lead for Team CR. Still a very close game. But I am worried that eventually they're just going to BW is just going to get outscaled here, because yeah, they've got the Smolder and the Senna, which both scale well, but not that well if they keep getting caught. And I'm not convinced they scale as well as the Vayne Lulu and the Red Kayn. So especially with Ornn buffing him up on top of that. So he told me to go mid. I was going to stay, I swear. And Ruinous Otacon eat again. I think it's been Ruinous Otacon all 3 games because there's been so much action. Just been a nice change of pace. I think I got, when I started casting this season, I think I got like 5 of the Voracious Otacon in a row because people just weren't fighting. But that has not been a problem with these teams. These teams are something and ready to rumble. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a rhyme, but I couldn't think of one. Waps kind of gets caught up on the side here, but nice peel back by Lord Wrath. Not quite enough, and Smolder's going to go down. And meanwhile, yeah, Vayne is just stunting on this poor Sejuani who cannot deal with the Vayne in such close proximity. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean, they're going to have, if this Vayne, I mean, this Vayne's already really fed. If this continues, this game is going to get way out of control for Team BW here. Pup's here trying to defend the tower all by himself, but it's not going to happen. Ooh, he gets kind of stunned here, but yeah, nothing really comes of it. Ooh, and Sion ulti's coming down mid lane. He's going to land a nice knock-up on the Ornn, but in the end, actually, I think he baited himself. Ooh, and a nice Lissandra ulti to come in with some burst, and Red Kane's going to go down, and now BW is going to begin the pursuit. Lissandra's flashing in to try. Ooh! Onto the thing! No, onto the thing! Oh! He ends up going down, but takes Vayne with her. That's worth it. It's a huge shutdown on the Vayne for Lissandra, so well played. Now BW is going to go ahead and move down on this Otacon. And CR is moving in, but I don't think they're going to be able to really do anything here, so it should be a nice, easy secure. It indeed is. They're going to go ahead and grab their flowers. Grab their flowers and be on their way. Ugh, excuse me, I just had to cough a little bit. Ugh, all right. So far, another very competitive game. Two dragons to 1. Only about a 2K gold lead here for Team CW or Team CR here at 23 minutes. But yeah. Next dragon is coming up here. CR is in great position for it already. BW seems does not really be aware of how close the dragon spawn is. I mean, they're trying to move in now, but it's way too late. And CR should be able to just get this no problem, and indeed they will. And now they should be able to turn and get a nice team fight here as well, especially with the Ornn team being in. Oh, Lissandra's going in. Got so much CC coming down. It's a little bit hard to follow what's happening. But Eric 29 is clearly just causing absolute mayhem in the backline here. and meanwhile, just all right. Let's go ahead and back up. There was a lot happening here, so let's go ahead and see this fight again. All right. As far as I can tell, Vayne popped off on one end and Kane popped off on the other. But let's go ahead and watch the fight again and see if we can get a better look at what happens here. So yeah, both players, top from each team or top player trying to move in. BW is trying to move in. Nice Aurora ulti. Nice Horn ulti from behind. Okay. Yeah, and Kane's just kind of in the back here, and they're trying to get on this Vayne, but it's just not happening. Like, you need the ranged carries of BW to kill this Vayne. If they're not able to do it, it's just not happening. So yeah, huge team fight win for CR. Second Dragon for them, up to about a 4K gold lead now. Darren has spawned. And so far, I think CW or CR might just be starting to run away with this one. I think their comp is just a lot harder for BW to deal with. I don't think BW is able to get the critical mass of burst they need to deal with the Vayne and the Kayn. So, I don't think it's unwinnable for them, but they're definitely in a rough space now, down about 5,000 gold. I don't think their comp scales quite as well. Unless this goes like super late game and you get this crazy late game Smolder and Senna, but as of right now, they're definitely in a rough spot. Maybe try to get a pick on this Aurora here, but then again, there's a lot of CR members missing. You don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, plus you can just bunny hop over the wall there. Alright. BW trying to gain vision control of this Baron pit here, while the tanks do tank things here in the bot lane. And Vayne's at that three item power spike with the 2 on hit items in Terminus. So that's just really tough to deal with, especially with the Lulu. And the fight's breaking out here. Vayne's going in. And Sion is just getting DPS to death, and they're trying to go in on this Kayn, but Red Kayn's really good stalling for a long time. Meanwhile, Sion's going to go down, and Red Kayn is still totally fine. And a huge AoE wombo from between the Kayn and the Aurora, and that's going to just absolutely blast the entirety of Team BW. They're going to go down. And that was a 4v5 teamfight win for them. Yep, I mean, I think this one might be more or less over. That is, if you can get engaged teamfight 4v5 and you still lose that hard, I think you're probably done so. Yep, CR is gonna go ahead and move in here. Yep, that's gonna be it. So, great series to both these teams, honestly. All 3 of these games were very competitive. It was a fun series to cast, lots of action. And it was fun. But yeah, well played to CR in the end. They dropped game 1, but in the end, they came out and managed to figure it out in games 2 and 3. Massive props to Eric29. That man was a lunatic, just all over the place in all 3 games, making big plays. So yeah, well played to them. Fun series. And yeah, that'll be it for now. I believe we have one more series from last week. Let's go ahead and see. Yes, we have... We have... Malphite versus KS, which played yesterday. I'm hoping somebody will watch party them before the patch. Probably Siminomas, but if anyone of our lovely viewers want to go ahead and volunteer and start getting casting credit for their team, that would be great too. And yeah, probably have that sometime tomorrow. And that'll be it for now. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.